Good evening, my name is Adrian Tam and welcome to Adrian's Weekly Updates, a weekly episode that highlights some of the ups and only ups of the week. This evening our guest is Kim Watts, a candidate for a master's in social work specializing in behavioral health and social justice. With that said, let's get to some positive news. This past Thursday, dozens of volunteers gathered at the Neil Blaisdell Center and Mililani to assemble face shields for first responders. This event was organized by the Hawaii Children's Action Network with materials purchased by the Department of Health. If you would like to participate, visit hawaii-can.org/face shields. Malama Meals, a nonprofit dedicating to serving free meals to at-risk communities, continues to step up their game as they served over 8,000 meals daily to these communities. If you'd like to get on this effort, visit malamameals.org. This week, Ohana Baptist Church donated 400 large Papa John's pizzas to families impacted by COVID-19. Papa John's Hawaii then saw that and it donated an additional 200 pizzas to help their efforts, 120 of which went to local hospitals and clinics. And finally, if you are a medical worker, Al Phillips the Cleaners will offer you free uniform cleaning. All you need to do is show up with a valid ID. And outside of Hawaii news, the Himalayan mountains are visible for the first time as pollution in India drops to an all-time low thanks to new social distancing standards. And a grandmother in Wisconsin was treated to a surprise birthday celebration of her life, with over 100 participants creating a parade of cars in front of her house to celebrate her 100th birthday. Happy birthday, Jerry Olson. In entertainment news, we turn to our very own entertainment correspondent, Jacob Heberly. Jacob, watching anything good?
Tiger King, I guess.
Thank you, Jacob. And now to our dad joke of the week. Where did the waitress with one leg work? IHOP. My guest tonight is Kim Watts, a candidate for a master's in social work, specializing in behavioral health and social justice. Here's my interview with her. Hi, Kim. Thank you for joining me today.
Hi, Adrian. How are you?
I'm doing great. As you can see, this is not my bedroom because it doesn't look like this. So, Kim, can you tell me a little bit about yourself first?
Yes, I am currently a social work student at University of Hawaii at Manoa, and I'm getting my master's degree. I already have a bachelor's degree in social work. I'm also an outreach worker during my 9 to 5, and I work with homeless populations. So getting them into housing, connecting them to social services, et cetera, et cetera. And currently my internship is doing social policy or social advocacy. And so I'm interested we call that macro level social work. So public policy, things like that.
Fantastic. So right now, what kind of projects are you working on with the community during this COVID-19 thing?
Well, Faith Action, who I'm interning with, we're a nonprofit organization. We have gotten together a mask program. So we are assembling masks. We got them dropped off. We are assembling them. We recorded on how to assemble them. We made like a little video, and we're doing mass production, assembly, and also delivering them. And then we made the video and put that on our webpage. I believe it's on our Facebook page.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with that. I think I volunteered at one of those mask assembly lines. That was really fun.
Yes, it's really important for those that can be out there. I couldn't participate though, because I have not supposed to be working with vulnerable populations. So,
Yeah. So you said that you work with the homeless population. Is that what you're doing right now?
No, not currently, because I haven't been at work. Right now I'm doing organizing, but we're all trying to make meetings and doing everything by virtual, Zoom, and it's pretty interesting. We're still able to organize by using technology. So, we're having our committee meetings and keeping on track with what we're advocating for right now.
Oh, cool. So besides that, what are you doing to keep mentally well right now? And what advice do you have for others? Because I'm going insane being inside.
Well, that's really easy to do. Um, and the main thing is to, not social distance, yes, do that, but not to the point where it means that you're emotionally distancing. So still using technology to connect to people, whether that be meetings, your advocacy, um, seeing your relatives. Another thing is, keep a clear routine and schedule, 7 days a week. Just act as if you were commuting to work, still get up in the morning, still do you know, your hygiene things and your activities of daily living and go on as you would a regular day.
I see.
But don't go overboard with it. It doesn't have to be like, all or nothing. Just have a few things that you plan to do that day and stick to it and do it. Exercise, of course, physical activity.
Yeah, I've definitely been doing a lot of physical activity. I actually jog 8 miles every day still, without anyone near me,
Hard.
just me.
I walk my dog, so I'm not that far into it, but I walk her about a good block. So that's what I'm doing.
Oh,
And I'm
fantastic.
going back to work Monday, so I will be in the field again. And what that's going to look like is probably still giving out resources, hygiene, food, and also assessing for who is the most vulnerable out there and trying to get them into shelter.
Hmm.
Working with the city, in conjunction, working with the city. Yeah.
Now, what do you think, how do you think COVID-19 has basically impacted our most vulnerable and at-risk communities?
Well, we're supposed to shelter in place. They can't do that. Their shelter is sometimes not even a tent. And they're expected to be inside, and they're also expected to um, be hygienic right now. And
Hmm.
the way things were going, the bathrooms and stuff were locked, and it's just chaotic. So yeah, they're being impacted that way. Their rights are already being violated by the sweeps. And then on top of that, you close the restrooms and don't let them, do hygienic functions. We have Kapuna out there. We have children out there. Um, so yeah, they're being impacted, and they're going to be the most sickest because they're exposed.
Yeah. The mayor recently said that he opened up the bathrooms. Did he fall through, or are they still closed?
I believe that they're open. I got a message from my coworkers. I'm still keeping in contact with them until I go back to work. Um, they finally opened them up, but wow, it took
Hmm.
a lot of work to get them open back up. So yeah, a lot of advocacy too.
Yeah. Because what I've noticed is that when vulnerable populations get sick, it doesn't flatten the curve for all of us. And this stay-at-home order prolongs even longer.
Well, no, and these people who are homeless aren't even gonna probably be on that curve because they're not getting tested.
Hmm.
But now I think things have shifted, and um, it's up to the health insurance policies to really go out there and get those people tested. If they have health insurance, they should be testing them where they're at, meeting them where they're at, where they live whether that be the corner or in a park or on the beach.
Now, what kind of programs or things that are going on to help the homeless right now?
Well, right now there are a lot of food drops. Anybody can call 211, which is the statewide Aloha United Way service line, and you can access food that way by calling. If you don't have a phone, which a lot of vulnerable populations don't, there are a lot of different food drops. I know that Hawaii Harm and Health Reduction is doing a food drop. And you can also pick up food there. I'm not sure on what days. And like I said, I haven't been there, but I know that my outreach team is going out and still dropping off food. Um, and I believe Salvation Army. So yeah, there's a lot of resources out there, a lot of places where they can get, food if they want. And even the shelters, I mean, they've opened up their doors a little bit, but you can't do too much with the social distancing. It's
Yeah.
all about space. And so now you have to move people out. They have to be 6 feet away from each other. In a shelter, they're normally closer than that.
Yeah. So obviously, thank you for telling me all those resources, but I don't think the homeless population is watching this video. What kind of outreach are you guys doing for them?
For the homeless.
Yes. How are
So
you guys getting the message out to them?
basically by, boots on the ground,
Mm,
going out to the different various regions in teams. And that's just for the nonprofit that I work for. And the other nonprofits do it the similar way. We're broken down into regions. So we'll do Kalihi and downtown, and then we'll go up to Kahuku. We'll go out to Pearl City and places like that. And we just know where homeless people congregate, and we go to those areas and let them know what their resources are.
that's really good. Now, could you tell me like an experience you had with working with them during this crisis, or you haven't yet had one?
Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
Have you had have you worked with someone of the homeless population during this crisis yet, or no?
I have not. When this all kicked off, I had stopped working
Okay.
on the advice of my doctor. So right before this, I did get somebody housed.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
God. So, and I know that the vouchers are moving pretty fast, meaning that they're coming from coordinated entry system.
That's good. Okay, I think that's all the questions I have. Before I end, I do want to help out some of our local restaurants. So I want to ask, what is your favorite local restaurant right now that is open?
Right now, of course, everybody's takeout only.
Yeah.
I live clear out in Eva, so I really like Shiro's Simon House.
Mm. Oh,
That's
Simon.
really good, and they're friendly, and it's cheap, and it's good local food, and you can get just about anything in there.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me.
You're
Um,
welcome. I hope that was helpful for you.
that pretty much brings us to the end of our show. These are just some of the stories that I found browsing the internet. If you have anything inspirational or good to share, please send them to me at info@adrianforhawaii.com. I will see you next week for our next episode. Till then, stay healthy and remember distance is temporary, community is forever. My name is Adrian Tam signing off. Good night.